friends, and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here to join me in another video today. I can't believe how quickly summer has flown by. I'm already starting to get things ready for our upcoming school year. This is always such an exciting time for me. I love breaking out the new curriculum, getting everything organized, and just preparing for a fresh new start. The kids are not always as excited. But in today's video, I'm going to focus on getting our homeschool space back in order, pulling out the books, and getting everything organized and ready for our upcoming school year. I do have a little helper helping me in here today, and as you know, I don't have a particular homeschool room or anything like that. Our designated area is just kind of wherever we want to, and usually it happens here on the kitchen table. Sometimes we do school outside or on the couch, just wherever it's comfortable, but usually it's in this dining room area, which is also doubles as my office, so I can sit and work with the kids also while I'm working. I usually pile all the books, or last year they kind of all piled up next to my computer or next to the printer here on my desk. But I'm bringing out our old homeschool carts. We used to have these out, and so I'm going to bring it out and get all organized. I usually like to keep some of the books and supplies out. I'm not sure how feasible it's going to be this year with the baby. She's at the stage where she loves pulling everything out, so I may end up keeping some of the things put away in a closet or something and just bring them out as needed. We'll just see how it goes. I just don't love having everything piled next to my workspace. It's overwhelming. It's too much clutter just gets there. I'm sure things will get piled there anyway, but so far I'm just going to try to keep it all organized and put away. So I'm just going to take some time to get everything picked up, clean up our spaces, and get things ready for another homeschool year. I know it hasn't been too long ago since I've cleaned this area, but it seems like it really fills up and gets cluttered pretty quickly. Emmy did 2 summer camps this year, so she brought home quite a few things. And since a lot of it was school related, it kind of ended up getting piled here, as I mentioned. She'll also pull out coloring supplies and glue every now and then to do little art projects, so things just seem to accumulate here over time. It's not terrible today, but I'm going to go ahead and start with the table and get everything all cleared off. Then I'm going to move over by the printer, get that area organized, and then tackle my desk. Maybe not in those exact orders. I feel like this is all one big space, so even though there are separate little areas, once I get it all cleared away and everything cleaned up, I think it's going to make it feel so much better for me. And once I have a clean slate, I'll finally get everything out and start organizing the books and getting the actual school stuff ready. I also wanted to do the chairs. They weren't on the agenda for today, but as I was moving them around, I noticed how many stains were on the seats. So since I was already in here cleaning, I figured I might as well go ahead and give them a good cleaning. I'm going to pull out my little green machine and shampoo the seat cushions because they are definitely in need of it. I love the little green machine. If you've been around for a while, you've probably seen me use it on our couches and other things around the house. It works really well, and it's so handy to have for little messes like this. If you have little kids, you already know how quickly things can get dirty. So it feels like you can just clean something and somehow 5 minutes later there's another stain on it. So since I had everything out anyway, I figured I'd take a few extra minutes and get the chairs cleaned up. Okay, now that I've gotten most of the area cleaned up, I'm going to start working on getting all of the actual school things organized and ready. If you're interested in our curriculum choices, I may do a more in-depth video on that sometime in the future. But to just give you a quick overview, what we primarily use with Emmy is The Good and the Beautiful for language, arts, and math. I really feel like it fits her learning style well. It's not quite as rigorous as some of the other curriculums we've tried, and she seems to be doing really well with it. So for now, we're going to stick with it, and it's working for her. I've also saved some of the books and material from last year, and I think we're going to reuse a few of those as supplemental resources in the beginning of the year. I like having those things on hand because sometimes a little extra review is really what she needs to reinforce some things that she's learned previously. I went ahead and picked up a few new school supplies this year too. Some of those are going into her little caddy with our colored pencils, crayons, markers, glue, all those sorts of things. And somehow the little caddy always seems to somehow collect an unbelievable amount of trash. I feel like I've cleaned it so many times. But anyways, I'm also getting our little homeschool cart cleaned and organized. As I've already mentioned, there were definitely some things in that cart that just got tossed in and forgotten about from last year. So I'm taking some things out, putting away what we don't need, and then making room for the things that we're going to be using this year. Okay, and just like that, I have our homeschool area all cleaned up and organized and ready for a brand new school year. Thank you so much for joining me today as I got our home ready for the start of this new season. I hope this video gave you a little bit of motivation or encouragement as you're getting ready for your own new school year or whatever that may look like for you. I'm trying to remind myself to slow down and really enjoy these little seasons. They seem to go by so much faster each and every year. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.